Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line. Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Herbert now. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Herbert's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A.J. Dillon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 2. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Herbert on 1st down now. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And it's a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 37 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 37 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On On second down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, rules on the field for first.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big-body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A 3rd down gain of 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. A minute 50 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert going to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now Herbert. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. First down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Young. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, Justin Herbert over the middle. He's got Shenault. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.